Okay, in this session, let's create another virtual machine within the workstation so that we can install an VSA agent. So for that, I need to create a new virtual machine. So go to the custom and click on next and open next. So I install the operating system later, and so here we'll select an Windows operating system and version will be 2019. So anything which is supported should be fine. So I'll say it as an the VSA and click on next, and can go with the BIOS option, and 2 should be fine, and you can go for a 4 GB RAM. Click on next and use a bridge networking. Go with SATA, and then the default should be fine, and store as a single file. 60 GB should be okay. Click on next and finish it. So now you have to go to the edit setting and CD/DV drive and choose the location of your ISO image. So it should be in the So here we have an ISO image location. Click on OK and then power on the virtual machine. So that should start the Windows 2019. And so go with the default language selection, install now. And here let's select the desktop experience that will give the GUI. And install the Windows. So we're not upgrading, we're installing. So click on next. So that should start the installing. That should start the installing the Windows 2019 operating system. Okay, so the installation seems to have finished and it is restarting the machine. And what we can do, we can go to the virtual machine, and then you can settings, and so it's better you remove that DVD. So go for OK. Okay, so it's asking the administrator password. Yeah, so the installation has been finished. So send Control Alt Delete to login. And I RDP to that Commserve machine now. 200 is the Commserve machine IP. So let's go to the command center now. Say yes for that, and try to open the command prompt and find out the IP address of that machine. So 101 is IP address of this machine. So might be when it is separate browsing, sometimes the page will not load. In the meantime, you can go for installing the VMware tools here. So on the client machine, I'm going to install the VMware tools. The VSA, the machine which I'm going to use that as a VSA. So here I have a setup file. So use a complete. So it will take a while. Okay, if in case your command center doesn't start automatically, so one thing you can do, you can go to the command prompt and run the IS reset. It might create some problem a few times. So this command you have to run to make that so Internet Information Service to restart. So after that, it's going to start normally. So now let's do again a refresh. So this is finished, and yeah, I want to reboot that. Let me do one thing, let me close and reopen that command center again. Okay, the machine is up now, and we have the command center console also open. So what we're going to do is that we're going to install the VSA package on the newly created machine. So let's identify the IP address again, if in case the IP address has changed. Yeah, the IP address is same, so you can use the same IP address here. So the easy way, you have to go to the manage server section, and here I have an add server, and we give the IP address of that machine. So the IP address is this 101. So the domain, so I don't have any domain, so I'll use dot slash. And packages, I want to select an VSA package, so virtual server. The plan, we will go with the Linux one, which is a dedo. and that's it. Go for installation. So it's going to install the VSA package on this machine. So from here you can directly go to the job, otherwise you can say OK, and from here you have the job running. So 2126 is the job running. Okay, so now we have this job started. Okay, so it might take some time, so we'll come back in some time. Okay, so seems like we encountered one error. Uh, so there was a prerequisite like for test environment, like especially because this is like a lab environment, we did not open the firewall. So what I would do, I will stop the firewalls here. So Windows Defender. So, but in real-time environment, you have to enable the firewall. You should not be stopping it. You should allow some ports, some rule. So I'll go for disabling the firewall here. So I have turned off all the firewalls now. So let's come back again to the Commserve or your RDP to the Commserve and then try to resume this. So it should progress now. Let's see. Okay, now it is transferring the package. So that's the problem there. So either you have to allow the rules in the firewall, Windows Defender, or you can disable the firewall. But in production environment, you need to take the help of your Wintel team to enable the firewall rules. Okay, so you can see the installation is successful. So if you want to go back and see, go to the manage and server section. So, and this is the host name that is configured right now. So yeah, that's the host name, right? So if you want to change the client name, you can also do that, but it can be done from the Commcell console only. So 101 is IP configured. So in the next session, we'll see how to configure an ESX host.